ATA for kicking my sister and her kids out of the family vacation I paid for after they trashed the rental. So I, 32F, decided this year I was going to be the cool sibling and actually host a big family reunion. My husband, 35M, and I aren't rich by any means, but we've both been saving for a while and we figured, why not blow it on something memorable? We rented this gorgeous house at a ski resort for a week over the holidays. I covered the lodging, food, and even a couple of activities because I wanted everyone to just enjoy and not worry about money. My siblings only had to pay their own travel costs. Enter my sister Lily, 29F, and her two kids, 5 and 7. I love my nieces or nephews, but Lily has this whole gentle parenting, no boundaries, they're free spirits thing going on. Which would be fine if her free spirits didn't immediately jump on every piece of furniture like it was a trampoline. Use permanent markers that Lily packed to draw on the rental's walls. Steal cookies and hide them under couch cushions. Wake everyone up at 5 a.m. screaming because vacation means no bedtime. The first 2 days, I bit my tongue. My husband, however, did not. He's very no-nonsense, and after finding a chocolate handprint smeared across the white curtains, he told Lily point-blank to control her kids or we'd have a problem. Lily rolled her eyes and said, "They're just kids. Stop being so uptight." Fast forward to Christmas Eve. We come back from skiing and find that the kids had gotten into the pantry and dumped an entire Costco-sized bag of flour all over the living room because they wanted to make snow inside. The Wi-Fi router was ruined. The Airbnb host was texting me about extra cleaning fees. And my husband? He was done. I told Lily that she either had to keep her kids under control or they'd have to leave. She laughed and said I was weaponizing money against her because I paid for the trip. So I kicked her out. Yep, on Christmas Eve. She, her kids, and her sulking boyfriend packed up and left. Now my phone is blowing up because apparently I ruined Christmas and humiliated her in front of the family. Some relatives are siding with me. Some think I went nuclear. So, Reddit? AITA for kicking my sister out of a holiday I paid for after her kids wrecked the place? Update 1. The group chat explodes. So, wow. I didn't think this would blow up the way it did. I posted this thinking maybe a couple strangers would tell me I wasn't crazy. But instead, I woke up to 93 unread messages in the family group chat and about 1,000 DMs on Reddit. The group chat is chaos. It started with my aunt saying I was heartless for kicking Lily out in the middle of the night. It was 8 p.m. and she had her car, but okay. Then my uncle chimed in saying I was right, because kids these days need discipline. By message number 40, my cousin was posting gifs of popcorn because the fight was that intense. Meanwhile, Lily went full nuclear. She made this big Facebook post saying, "Imagine kicking your own sister and her babies out of Christmas just because they were being kids. Money really changes people." She tagged me in it. My coworkers saw it. One of them actually messaged me like, are you okay? I didn't even realize she was FB friends with my sister. Mortifying. And now my husband is telling me to just mute everyone and let it die down. But I can't stop thinking about it. Every time someone says I ruined Christmas, I want to clap back with pictures of the flower explosion and the chocolate-stained curtains. Half of Reddit is telling me NTA. Half of my family is calling me a Grinch. I feel like I'm living in two separate realities. Update 2. Mom takes sides. Spoiler, not with me. I just got off the phone with my mom, and I need to pace while typing or I'm going to yeet a snowman off this balcony. So it's Christmas morning. The house smells like cinnamon rolls and vaguely like Febreze because we've been fighting the great flower drift of 24. Side note, flour gets into places you didn't know existed. The baseboards look like they aged 50 years overnight. I'm making coffee, trying to do the whole reset the vibe thing, when my phone lights up with Mom. I thought maybe she was calling to say, "Merry Christmas," and maybe we could start fresh. Ha ha ha. No. She opens with, "You need to go pick up your sister and the children." I literally laughed, like that unhinged laugh that sounds like a cough. "From where? The Grinch's sleigh?" "From my house," she says, all frosty. "They came here because you threw them out on Christmas Eve." "She left because she refused to parent for 5 minutes," I said, doing that calm customer service voice I use when someone tries to return a swimsuit with the tags cut off. "We gave her multiple chances. The flower. They're children," she snaps. "You were a child once." "Correct. And when I tried to draw on walls, you took the marker away. Do you remember? Or did the nativity star wipe your memory?" She sighs like I've run over her poinsettias. "This is the season of grace. Your sister is crying. The kids are upset. You're the older one. Be the bigger person." I looked over at my husband, we'll call him Derek, who was buttering a cinnamon roll like it had personally wronged him. He raised an eyebrow, the universal married sign for, "What fresh nonsense." I put the phone on speaker. "Hi, Mrs. H," he says, because he's polite even when he's about to drop a boundary like a bouncer. "We can't bring Lily back if she won't follow house rules. The place is already damaged. OP paid for it. This isn't about grace. It's about respecting the property and the other guests." "Derek, dear," Mom purrs, and it's the tone she uses when she's about to feed someone to the sharks while complimenting their shoes. "You weren't always such a rigid person. What happened to the fun young man who danced at your wedding?" "He's still here," Derek says. "He just doesn't think fun means turning a rental into a sensory sandbox." I almost snorted coffee. Derek shot me a look like, "Don't laugh, you'll only encourage me." Too late. Mom ignored him. "OP, bring your sister back. Apologize for humiliating her. And you should cover her gas money. They drove all the way here for your holiday." I took a second because my eye actually twitched. "You want me to apologize and pay her gas money because she covered my rental in flour and permanent marker?" "It's Christmas," Mom repeats, like that's a coupon code for free chaos. "Besides, you can afford it." There it is, the phrase, "You can afford it." It rolled over my spine like a cold slug. I worked 2 jobs in my 20s. I couponed for bulk rice when everyone else was going out. Derek and I saved for a year for this. "Being able to pay doesn't make me the bank of bad decisions," I said. Also, Lily tagged me on Facebook with money changes people, like I secretly invested in coal and orphans. She brought the internet into it, not me. Silence. Then Mom, in her softest voice, the very disappointed mother register. "Your sister says you're using money to control her, that you dangle things and then punish her if she doesn't obey." Derek made that tiny nope laugh and mouthed, "Projection." I waved him off. "If that's how she felt, she could have not come," I said. Or she could have said, "Hey, can we split groceries?" And I would have said yes, but she accepted the gift and then acted like rules didn't apply because the universe would pick up her tab. Mom exhaled slowly, like she was cooling cookies. "She's also very hurt you posted on Reddit instead of coming to family first." "Mom," I said, "she literally went on Facebook before I posted anything. She posted while we were still sweeping flour, and she tagged me. And now my coworker Becky knows that my family thinks I'm Scrooge with a credit card." From the kitchen island, my brother, he stayed, bless him, muttered, "Becky knows everything anyway," and went back to constructing a bacon pyramid. Mom plowed on. "The important thing is that family comes first. We set aside small grievances and—" "Children destroying property and parents refusing to intervene is not a small grievance," Derek cut in, voice level but steel under it. "OP set clear boundaries. Lily crossed them. There are consequences. That's not punitive. That's how humans live together." "Derek," Mom said, way colder now, "I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to my daughter." "Oh, good," I said brightly. "Because here's my decision. If Lily wants to come back, she can text me a simple agreement. No markers out of supervised time, bedtime at 9:30, no pantry raids, and she's responsible for any damages. If she agrees, we'll meet halfway and pick them up. If not, Merry Christmas at your house, and we'll see them another time." Mom gasped, like I suggested we sacrifice Santa. "Rules on Christmas?" "Rules every day," Derek said. "We don't suspend physics because someone's wearing a Santa hat." I took the phone off speaker and went to the hallway so I didn't pop like a stress bubble in front of the cinnamon roll audience. "Mom, I am not trying to be cruel. I invited everyone to make memories, not to play, 'What will the security deposit cover?' Lily can come back with basic, normal expectations. I'm not asking her to sign a blood oath. I'm asking her to parent." She was quiet long enough that I thought maybe, just maybe, she was considering that I'm not a villain in a Hallmark movie. Then, "Your sister said she can't promise that. She doesn't believe in arbitrary bedtimes or punishing kids for curiosity." "Then she doesn't believe in coming back," I said. Simple math. Ding. First grade. Mom's voice sharpened. "So you would rather your niece and nephew spend Christmas without their family?" "They're literally with family," I said. "They are with you. They are warm. They have presents. What they don't have is unlimited access to my pantry like a raccoon at a buffet." "Wow," she said very quietly. "You've become so unkind." And I'll tell you, that one got me. I know I'm being firm, but I remember every time I've brought snacks to Lily's kids, the school pickups, the emergency Target runs for outfits, the "let me watch them so you can nap" afternoons. I swallowed. "I'm trying to be kind to everyone in this house, including myself," I said. "I'm also being kind to the Airbnb host who did not sign up for a flower bomb." "So that's your final answer?" Mom asked, theatrically tragic. "It is." "Then you should at least send everyone their gas money since you invited them to your event." I pinched the bridge of my nose. "Everyone? Including Mark and Claire who flew? Should I Venmo Delta too?" "You know what I mean." "Mom," I said, "I'm not paying people to attend the free vacation I already paid for. If you want to cover Lily's gas, that is your choice." She made a noise like a tea kettle. "I'll remember this," she said, and hung up. Merry Christmas to me. I went back to the kitchen. Derek slid a plate toward me like it was a peace offering. "I made you a middle piece," he said, pointing at a cinnamon roll. "You know, the best part in the center that could end wars." I kissed him on the cheek, because he gets me. Then I told everyone what Mom said, and my brother, mouthful of bacon, said, "So basically Mom wants us to subsidize Lily's lifestyle choices." He said choice like it was in italics. Exactly. About 20 minutes later, my phone pinged again. A text from Lily. "Mom said you'll pay my gas. If you're ready to apologize, we'll come back. But I'm not promising a bedtime because that's controlling." I put the phone on the island and just stared at it, like one of those museum installations that's supposed to make you think about the end of civilization. Derek read it over my shoulder and didn't say anything. He didn't have to. I replied, "No gas money. If you want to come back, agree to bedtime 9:30. No markers, no pantry raids. You cover damages." 3 dots. Then, "Wow. Power trip much? Keep your money. The kids don't need your rules. We'll do our own Christmas, thanks." And then a photo came in of her kids on Mom's couch surrounded by opened presents. The caption, "Real Christmas, no Grinches allowed." She posted the same thing to Facebook. My aunt commented, "So proud of you for standing up to bullies." I'm not proud of what happened next, but in the spirit of being honest, I typed a response on Facebook. I was halfway through, "Standing up to stains doesn't make me a bully," when Derek gently took my phone and set it face down. "You asked Reddit for advice, and 80% said don't engage on FB," he said. "We're not negotiating with someone who treats boundaries like dares." He's right, obviously. But I did go back to my AITA post and read comments like they were little warm hand warmers. Someone suggested making a literal written agreement if Lily ever comes back to anything I host. Someone else said, "Stop funding her life. She's not allergic to consequences." Someone DM'd me a TikTok where a woman with glitter eyeliner reenacted my flower saga with a bag of powdered sugar and dramatic music. I laughed so hard I snorted, 10-10 content. In the afternoon, Mom texted the whole family group chat. Dinner at my house at 6 for anyone who wants a calm, loving Christmas. The calm felt pointed. My brother typed, "Can't, we have reservations for sleigh rides that OP paid for, but okay," and then left his phone face down like a gremlin so he wouldn't see replies. King behavior. We did the sleigh ride. It was genuinely magical. The air was so cold it stung my nose, and the horses had tiny bells, and everything smelled like pine and winter. Derek put his arm around me and said, "I'm proud of you." I immediately cried like the big, tired baby I am. But because it's me, peace lasted exactly until we got back to the rental, and I opened my phone again. New texts. From Mom. "I'm very disappointed you didn't bring the family together today. Lily is devastated. The children asked why their aunt doesn't love them. From my cousin, the one with the popcorn gifts. Heads up. Grandma is reading all the Facebook comments. She thinks you slapped baby Jesus. From an unknown number. Stop bullying single moms." Lily's friend, I'm guessing. The profile picture on WhatsApp was a chihuahua in sunglasses. I took a deep breath and typed a single message in the family chat. "Merry Christmas. I love you all. Please stop discussing this on FB. Lily, the offer stands. If you want to join us tomorrow for tubing, text me an agreement to basic rules. If not, we'll drop your gifts at Mom's after checkout. I'm turning my phone off now to enjoy Christmas with the people who are here." I turned my phone off. Like, actually off. You could have unplugged my anxiety with the silence that followed. We played charades. We ate leftover cinnamon rolls. Derek taught my dad, who has remained Switzerland, bless him, how to play a board game that involves more math than I feel comfortable with on a holiday. For a few hours, it was exactly what I wanted. My family laughing in a house I paid for because I wanted to treat them. I know this isn't over. I know Mom is going to hold this over my head until the heat death of the universe. I know Lily will keep telling the "my rich sister kicked me out for being a good mom" story at parties. But right now, I feel very clear. I set a boundary. I offered a path back. She said no. That's not on me. Also, unrelated petty update. I found the permanent markers Lily brought. They were in a tote labeled Quiet Time Activities, which is a level of irony so pure it should be bottled. I asked Derek if I could mail them back one at a time like a ransom note. He said, "Please don't become the villain." So I put them on top of the fridge like an adult. Anyway, Merry Christmas from the Grinch Bank TM. Tomorrow is tubing, and then we meet the Airbnb host to do a walkthrough because he keeps texting me like, "So about the router." I know. If anything else explodes, figuratively or literally, I'll update. Update 3. Facebook goes nuclear well. I had a good 36 hours of peace before this thing went from family drama to, apparently I'm a minor internet villain. Remember how I turned my phone off on Christmas? When I turned it back on the next day, I had 47 missed notifications from Facebook. At first, I thought it was just the usual Aunt Chain posts, share if you love Jesus and hate kale type of thing, but nope. Someone, I still don't know who, but I have a guess, screenshotted my original AITA post and dropped it right into the comments under Lily's "Real Christmas, No Grinches Allowed" photo, which means my family found it. At first, it was kind of funny. My cousin, the popcorn gif one, commented, "OP went Reddit official LOL," which at least made me laugh. But then it snowballed. My aunt, the one who thinks hand sanitizer causes autism, commented, "Wow, you edited the story to make yourself look good. Everyone knows Lily's kids aren't like that." Lily replied, "Exactly. She's painting me as a bad mom to strangers for karma points." Then my uncle jumped in like, "If the story is fake, why are you so mad about it?" And I swear I could hear the group chat implode from across the internet. It should have ended there. But of course it didn't. because Lily shared the screenshot with the caption, "This is how my sister talks about me behind my back. Imagine being so obsessed with control that you run to the internet instead of your family. She even lied about paying for everything, BTW. We helped buy groceries and she left that out. For the record, I covered all the groceries. My husband literally has the receipt saved because he's the type to do cashback apps." Lily brought 1 pack of Capri Suns. That was her help. Now people I don't even know are commenting. Lily's friends, her boyfriend's cousin, some random high school acquaintance of hers. One lady with a minion profile picture wrote, "You sound jealous of your sister for having kids. You'll never understand a mother's bond." Which, cool. Thank you, Sharon from Mary Kay, I guess? It spread fast. Like wildfire fast. By the next morning, one of my coworkers messaged me. You're on TikTok?" Sure enough, someone had taken my AITA post, slapped dramatic music over it, and read it aloud with text like, "Christmas ruined by flower chaos. AITA?" The video had 200K views. 200,000. I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or call a lawyer. Meanwhile, Lily is doubling down. She made another post. Funny how OP talks about respect while airing private family matters online. Guess some people care more about strangers validating them than about love. And now, the family group chat is a war zone. Aunt. She humiliated her sister for clout. Cousin. No, Lily humiliated herself by raising kids like feral raccoons. Grandma. God bless her, she just discovered emojis. I don't understand why flour is bad. My husband thinks I should deactivate FB and ride it out. This will blow over in a week, he said while sipping coffee like he wasn't watching the world burn. But all I can think about is how I can't even log into LinkedIn without worrying someone's going to send me a Grinch sister meme. Oh, and to really put the cherry on top, Lily texted me directly this morning, not to apologize, not even to fight. Just, "Hope you're happy. You made me go viral. My kids will see this one day." I haven't responded. I don't even know what to say. On the bright side, the Airbnb host finally texted me back about the flower damage. He said he's seen worse. But the router is shot and I'm on the hook for a $600 cleaning fee. I forwarded the invoice to Lily. She left me on red. So yeah, right now, half of Reddit says I'm NTA. Half of Facebook thinks I'm the Wicked Witch of Christmas. And TikTok thinks I should trademark Flower Bomb as a holiday drink. I'll update again once the Airbnb thing shakes out, or if my grandma decides to live stream a family tribunal. At this point, nothing would surprise me. Update 4. Husband versus in-laws. So apparently Christmas spirit is contagious, and so is Christmas drama. Because now Derek's side of the family has jumped in. Here's how it started. Derek's cousin sent him a link to that TikTok with my post being read out dramatically over Christmas music. She thought she was being funny, like, "Haha, you guys made TikTok." But then his mom saw it. Now, Derek's mom, my MIL, is a sweet woman. The kind of person who mails you soup recipes you didn't ask for but you end up using anyway. She immediately texted me, "Good for you, honey. Boundaries are important. Kids these days run wild because no one says no." I almost cried from relief. Someone's mom was on my side. But then, Derek's sister. We'll call her Amber. Amber has 3 kids and she is very much team let kids be kids. She commented on the TikTok itself, under some random user's post. "This OP sounds controlling and joyless. Christmas is for the children. She should have let it go." She didn't even know it was me. She thought it was just another Reddit story making the rounds. Cue Derek messaging her. "Amber, that's my wife." Cue Amber backpedaling with Olympic-level speed. "Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was fake. Lol, you know I love OP. Except, she didn't delete the comment. And then her friends started chiming in under it like, "Yeah, OP sounds awful, and my kids would never be invited if she was hosting." Derek lost it. Like, calm voice, but deadly lost it. He texted Amber directly. "If you think my wife is awful, don't bother coming to our house either. Respect goes both ways." Of course, that turned into its own fight. Now Derek's mom is calling him, telling him not to alienate his sister. Meanwhile, Amber is posting vague Facebook statuses like, "Nothing hurts more than family turning on you just because you parent differently." I feel like I'm living in a multiverse of petty. And here's the kicker. Amber DM'd me separately, not to apologize, but to say, "You really should have just locked the pantry." That's what I do when we travel. Lock the pantry. I stared at that message for 5 full minutes. She thinks the solution to my nieces and nephews trashing an Airbnb is baby-proofing the entire house like a daycare, instead of, telling the kids, "Don't do that." I didn't even answer. Derek saw my face, read the DM, and said, "Don't waste a keystroke." He's officially in protective husband mode TM. And honestly, it's hot. The problem is, now I feel like this has turned into a bigger thing than just me versus Lily. It's me versus all parents who think boundaries equal abuse. I'm getting lumped into some weird cultural war where apparently asking for bedtime makes me the Grinch supreme. Meanwhile, the Airbnb host is still waiting for me to pay the $600 cleaning fee and replace the router. He's being polite about it, but I feel like I'm bleeding money while getting roasted on 3 platforms. Derek keeps saying, "We'll take her to small claims if we have to." Which sounds dramatic, but at this point, I might. So yeah, family reunion destroyed, sister blocked me, in-laws fighting each other, strangers calling me joyless, and now the words, "OP is trending," have been uttered in my presence. All because 2 kids wanted to make indoor snow. I swear, next Christmas I'm booking a cabin in the woods with just me, Derek, and 0 Wi-Fi. Update 5. The Airbnb fallout. Okay. Strap in, because the holiday hangover hit me in the form of a $1,138 invoice. Yeah, not $600, not $800, $1,238. The Airbnb host finally sent the official bill after the cleaning crew finished. Apparently, flour isn't just, haha, snow indoors. It gets into the vents. They had to bring in some industrial vacuum thing. Add in the destroyed router, the chocolate stains on the curtains, and a mysterious broken lamp that no one confessed to, and boom, $1,238. I literally sat down on the floor when I saw the number. Derek thought something happened to me physically. I showed him the email and he said, "Well, at least it wasn't worse." Which, God bless him, but I nearly threw the lamp we didn't break. We forwarded the invoice to Lily. Her response? "Lowell, you're seriously asking me to pay that? You're rich. Just cover it." Reader, I saw red. I texted back, "You and your kids caused the damage. You pay, or I'll take you to small claims court." She left me on red. Then 30 minutes later, she posted on Facebook, "Imagine suing your own sister over flower family first, money last. Q family group chat explosion round 2. Aunt. Over $1,000? That's ridiculous. Tell them no one pays. Uncle. If the kids broke it, the parents pay. Period. Mom. Lily doesn't have money. Why can't you just let this one go? Derek. Because it's not one, it's $1,200. Yes, my husband dropped the mic in the family chat. I love him. Then Lily's boyfriend chimed in for the first time. He said, "This is why people hate landlords. You're just helping them scam us." Derek responded, "We aren't the landlords. We're the renters. We're the ones being scammed. By you." And then Lily's boyfriend left the chat, which honestly was the best Christmas gift I got this year. Meanwhile, the Airbnb host is politely reminding me every 48 hours that the bill is due. They even sent pictures of the flour caked inside the vents, which I did not need to see while eating a burrito. So here's where we're at. Lily refuses to pay. Mom says family shouldn't take each other to court. Derek is already Googling small claims court, our state. The internet is still making TikToks about my story. Someone even tagged me in one called How Not to Parent at Christmas, and I wanted to crawl under a rock. The worst part? I'm starting to feel guilty. Like 1,200 is a lot. But do I really want to drag my sister into court over it? Then I remember her exact words. Lowell, just pay it. And my guilt turns right back into fury. I haven't decided what to do yet. Derek says we file. Mom says we forgive. Reddit will probably say burn the whole family tree down. All I know is, next year, I'm booking a Christmas cruise. No house, no flower, no Wi-Fi router to destroy. Just me, Derek, and bottomless shrimp cocktails. Update 6, the surprise ally. Okay, so remember how I was spiraling about small claims court versus just swallowing the bill? Well, the universe, or maybe Reddit karma, decided to throw me a bone. Out of nowhere, my cousin Jenna, who I haven't spoken to in literal years, she lives across the country and usually just likes my Instagram cat pics, slid into my DMs with the most beautiful, chaotic gift, screenshots. Apparently, Lily is in a private Facebook mom group that Jenna is also in. And in that group, Lily has been venting about the situation, except instead of painting herself as the innocent victim like she's been doing publicly, she got a little too comfortable. Here are some choice quotes straight from the screenshots. And yes, I triple-checked they were real. Honestly, I told the kids to just let loose. It's not our house, who cares? We deserve to have fun without someone breathing down our necks. OP is so uptight, she'll probably cry about the cleaning bill, but she can afford it. And my personal favorite, I brought the markers on purpose because I knew she'd freak. I'm tired of her acting superior. Y'all, I almost kissed my phone. Jenna's message was basically, I saw your post, and then I saw her bragging in here. Thought you should know. Queen behavior. I immediately showed Derek, who just said, well, that's Exhibit A through Z. He's already building a mental PowerPoint presentation for small claims court. But before going legal, I decided to test something. I dropped one of the screenshots. Just one. The not our house, who cares? One, in the family group chat. No commentary. Just the screenshot. You could have heard a pin drop through the Wi-Fi. Then chaos. Aunt. So she admitted it? Uncle. Yeah, that's not kids being kids. That's sabotage. Cousin with popcorn gifts. Oh, receipts. Mom. This must be taken out of context. I'm sure she didn't mean it literally. Derek. She literally typed it, in words, with punctuation. Then Lily exploded. Wow, snooping on my private groups now? That's a new low. You're obsessed with making me look bad. To which I said, and I'm honestly proud of this one, no one had to make you look bad. You did the typing. She left the group chat. Straight up rage quit. Which made my dad, silent observer until now, finally chime in. Maybe it's time we all take a break from these group messages. Translation. Dad has had enough of flower discourse. The aftermath has been interesting. Suddenly, a few relatives who were firmly on Team Lily are going suspiciously quiet. Mom is backpedaling so fast I can smell the tire smoke. Well, maybe she was just venting. Maybe she was joking. We don't need to air dirty laundry. Too late, Mom. The laundry's not just dirty, it's covered in flour. As for me, I feel vindicated for the first time since this whole fiasco started. I'm still staring down that $1,238 bill, but now if we take it to small claims, I've got literal receipts showing she encouraged the chaos. The cherry on top? The TikTok that went viral about me? Someone stitched it with Jenna's screenshots. Now the internet has officially turned on Lily. The comments are basically, wow, OP was right, sis is toxic. So yeah, for the first time, I'm not the Grinch. I'm the whistleblower. Next step? Deciding if we actually file small claims, or if we just send the screenshots to the Airbnb host and see if they'll go after Lily directly. Derek says file. My stress ulcer says sleep for a week. Either way, it's not over. But damn, it feels good to not be the villain anymore. Update 7. The Court Showdown, aka Flowergate versus Small Claims. So, we filed. Derek was the one who actually pushed the button. I was still wavering. The guilt, the what if this ruins the family forever thoughts. But then Lily doubled down with another Facebook post about how lawsuits are for greedy people who worship money. Direct quote, with a Bible verse slapped under it for aesthetic. That was the moment Derek said, enough, and filed the claim online. He even fist-bumped me after submitting it. I didn't have it in me to bump back, but internally, I was cheering. Court wasn't immediate. It took about 6 weeks for our hearing date. 6 long weeks of icy group chats, Facebook subtweets, and Mom sending me "Family is forever" memes like she was running PR for Hallmark. Lily, of course, was posting things like, when people can't control you, they try to control your wallet. Fast forward, court day. If you've never been to small claims, let me tell you, it's less Judge Judy and more DMV with extra paperwork. We sat in a waiting room with about 10 other people. Derek was cool as a cucumber, flipping through his binder. Yes, he made a binder. I was sweating through my sweater. Lily showed up 15 minutes late with her boyfriend and no kids. Thank God. She had no paperwork, no evidence, just vibes. When it was our turn, Derek presented the Airbnb invoice, photos of the flower in the vents, screenshots of Lily's Facebook posts, and the pièce de résistance, Jenna's screenshots from the mom group. The judge actually raised an eyebrow at the "not our house, who cares" line. I swear I saw him write it down. Lily, in her defense, said, "My kids were just having fun. I don't see how fun should cost $1,200. The judge said, "It costs $1,200 when it causes damage." Lily then pivoted to, "My sister is rich, she can afford it," which made the judge's face do this slow blink like, "Ma'am, that's not how the law works." Her boyfriend tried to jump in with, "Airbnb is a scam. They just charge random fees." The judge cut him off. "Sir, are you a party to this case?" He said no. Judge said, "Then please sit down." It was delicious. Verdict? We won. The judge ordered Lily to pay us $1,238. She has 90 days to pay, or it goes to collections. I thought I'd feel triumphant, but honestly, I just felt tired, like someone had wrung me out and left me to dry. Lily stormed out of the courtroom muttering, "This isn't over." Her boyfriend said something about appeals, which made me laugh out loud because you can't appeal small claims unless there's, like, fraud. And the fraud was literally her own Facebook posts. On the way out, Derek squeezed my hand and said, "See? Boundaries work." And I'll admit, it felt good. Not the money, though, hallelujah, but the validation. The system actually sided with us. Of course, Mom called that night and said, "I can't believe you dragged your sister to court. You'll regret this when you're old and alone." Which, thanks, Mom. Nothing like a little prophecy of doom to go with my victory pizza. But you know what? I don't regret it. Not one bit. Because for once, Lily had to face actual consequences that couldn't be spun into a Facebook sob story. So yeah, Flowergate went to court. We won. Lily owes us $1,238. The group chat is still a war zone, but at least I can pay my credit card bill without wanting to scream. Next Christmas, we're already looking at flights to Mexico. Just me, Derek, and 0 relatives. If anyone asks, we'll tell them we're celebrating with a mariachi band and a piña colada. Because the only snow I want to see next December is on the beachside cocktail menu. Final update, the reunion debrief. It's been about 8 months since Flowergate TM, and I figured I owed everyone one last update before I bury this saga forever. Here's where things stand now. 1. The money. Lily never paid us voluntarily. Shocker, I know, We had to file the judgment with collections and they're garnishing her wages. She's furious about it, keeps posting cryptic statuses like, "Even family will sell you out for $1 with broken heart emojis." Derek and I don't engage, we just let the system do its thing. The check hasn't fully come through yet, but the collections agency says it's in motion. 2. The family split. Mom. Still convinced I went too far. We talk, but it's strained. Every conversation circles back to, "You sisters need each other," and I change the subject. Dad, Switzerland. He sends me memes and never mentions Flower, Court, or Lily. I cherish him. Brother. 100% on my side. He still makes indoor snow jokes every time it snows outside. Careful, OP, don't let the vents get clogged. Extended family. Honestly, they've mostly drifted to my side after the screenshots leaked. Even my aunt, who called me Scrooge, quietly unfriended Lily on Facebook. 3. Lily. She blocked me on everything. She even blocked Derek, which made him laugh out loud. She still has her little circle of defenders, but the shine has worn off. Apparently, even some of her mom group friends are sick of hearing about my evil sister. 4. The internet chaos. The TikTok saga actually died down faster than I thought. For about a month, I couldn't open the app without seeing someone lip-syncing indoor snow. But then new drama took over, someone's wedding dress disaster or something, and my 15 minutes of viral infamy ended. Thank God. That said, someone did recognize me at Target once. A girl in the checkout line whispered, "Are you the flower lady?" I denied it with the confidence of a CIA agent. 5. Next Christmas. We booked a beach resort in Mexico. Just me, Derek, and no one else. When my mom asked if she could come, Derek flat out said, "No group trips ever again?" I thought she'd cry, but honestly, I think even she knows it's for the best. 6. The big lesson. At first, I was devastated. I thought I'd ruined Christmas, ruined my family, ruined everything. But now, I feel weirdly free, like a spell broke. I don't have to bankroll chaos just to keep the peace. I don't have to tolerate being smeared on Facebook just because it's family. Boundaries are hard. People hate them. But God, they work. So yeah, Flowergate destroyed the illusion of a perfect family Christmas. But in return, I got a clearer picture of who actually respects me and who just likes my money. And honestly, that's the best Christmas gift I've ever gotten. Thanks for sticking through all the drama Reddit, and apparently TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and one random lady in Target. This is my last update. The Grinch Bank, TM, is officially closed. If you like these stories and videos, make sure to like, comment, and share so we can make some money from ad revenue and continue getting better and better with our publications. We strive to donate a portion of everything we make to charities that make a difference. Let us know if there is someone or thing you want to support. Thank you for staying until the end and enjoying the story.